Hey everybody, welcome to Metal Movies and Brewskis Live. I'm your host Matt Burke, and this is our 43rd show. Can't believe we've been going this long, and yeah, man, it's been a crazy week. Especially today, I've been trying to go and do a bunch of holiday shopping, last minute stuff, and the malls are nuts. People say the malls are dead, but not over on my side of town. Um, I went to like Spencer Gifts, Hot Topic. I go in there every now and then. Um, but man, they just really didn't have anything in there at all. I was trying to pick up some stuff for the lady, and I don't know, man. Hard It was a hard sell, but going in like Spencer's, I was going into Spencer Gifts, and I was looking for just seeing what they had. They have some cool like Terrifier shirts and Michael Myers stuff. Oh, what's up? What up, Unhinged? What's up, Jason? Thanks for stopping by, man. Um, Yeah, and when I used to go in there, they used to have these really cool like Batman hats and like the Punisher hats, like the old school Punisher skull from back in the day. Not the ones from like the Thomas Jane skull that like everybody uses, and it's just all over the I don't know, law enforcement and armed forces and whatnot. It's a dope skull, but I like the Punisher skull from the comics, and they had a bunch of them, all these different hats back in the day. You go in there now, they're just Deadpool and this like Rick and Morty, and then a bunch of degenerate shit in there. And that store is always really like has degenerate shit, but I don't know, man. There's nothing really in there. Went into GameStop, and they actually had some pretty cool shirts for $10. I got this Weapon X shirt with the Barry Windsor Smith art on it. I don't know if you guys could see it, but it's pretty cool. It's kind of hard, but yeah, I don't know. I got it, and it was only $10, so it was just like swoop, pick that up. I don't know if you guys have read the Barry Windsor Smith Weapon X, but that shit's, oh man, you guys got to check it out. Totally different Wolverine than but that one and the Frank Miller one. But yeah, check out the one with the art by Barry Windsor Smith. I went to this place called 85 Degrees tonight and picked up. It's like a Japanese like boba coffee bakery, right? And they have this Vietnamese coffee there, man. It's got like 6 shots of caffeine in it or coffee, and I drank like a quarter of it, and I wanted to like just put my fist through a wall. I had like all this energy, I had to like back off of it. So, but yeah, I'm finishing it up right now. Mm, good stuff. The new Superman trailer dropped this week. Had some thoughts about it. I thought that like the music sounded kind of, I don't know, like just basic. It sounded like they just kind of ripped off of the Donner's score a little bit and kind of slowed it down with like just like a little guitar melody. I wasn't really feeling it too much. There's a lot of little nitpicky stuff too, like the suit looks whack. The actor, he's cool or whatever. I think that there's like probably too many characters in there. And the one thing that was one of the things that stuck out was the dog Crypto. A lot of people was really digging on that, but I don't know, man. I don't know what to expect. I know James Gunn likes to make all of his movies about teams and whatnot. That's like his shtick. And I seen part of the Creature Commandos. I really wasn't feeling that. So I don't know. It seems just like, I don't know if that guy really gets Superman. I, I do like Man of Steel. I think that's one of my favorite comic movies ever made. And that was, they did the dark kind of Death of Superman with that. They didn't really touch on the Rise of the Superman. That whole Death of Superman run, that was my favorite Superman run. So it was, they kind of did that with Batman versus Superman. A lot of Dark Knight Returns too, but they did the Dark Superman, so I think we kind of need to go back to like the more hopeful, optimistic, um, you know, jollier Superman. He's a lot more. I don't know, just not so dark and I don't know, the little more cheery, I guess. That's he's really a conservative character and more Christ-like and I don't know. I think we kind of got away from a lot of that with a lot of the Superman stuff. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that movie. The trailer was lacking fight scenes. They had a little like grapple moment where he's grappling. He's got like some dude like in an upper body lock in like a stadium. I don't know what character it is, but I was hoping for a little more like, I don't know, ballroom or barroom brawling with Superman. He's not much of the fighter because he's just kind of grew up on a farm. And that was one of the things I really liked about Man of Steel with the whole like dynamic between him and Michael Shannon's brilliant performance as Zod. I thought he was one of the coolest villains ever in any superhero movie. And just his character was really to me equally just as interesting as Cavill's character. Again, Russell Crowe was killer in there. Kevin Costner, you got both the Robin Hoods in there as dads. But yeah, the Robin Hood thing, I don't know. But Kevin Costner dying in there was stupid as fuck. That was like one of the things I hated about that. I didn't like that writers that whole take where he's has to die so the world doesn't know his son. That was stupid as fuck. But the action, man, and Clark just having to take on this guy and this warlord with just his strength. He was just a little bit stronger than Zod, but Zod was he was definitely the better military tactician. He trained his body for war, and he's like, where did you train? On a farm? I just like love that scene in the movie. It's just and then the soundtrack. I love the soundtrack too. I did like the slow little basic doom doom. Like I think it's cool. A lot of people hate it, but it's like a love or hate relationship with that movie. The year's closing out. We got some cool stuff to talk about tonight. We're gonna talk about Santa a little bit and what he means and who he is and where he came from and all that good stuff. But I do have a little bit of comic book news I wanted to touch on that just kind of dropped, I think, over the last maybe 24 hours or so. And it's what they're doing with the DC Comics right now. I just believe that it's just kind of really can't save the industry right now, man. They just really just destroyed it, and it's a shell of its former self. Right now they have this stupid fucking Harley Quinn comic coming out where she's farting all over the place. Harley Quinn's Christmas gift to fans is a comic all about farting. What the hell? That's disgusting. And she looks like a tranny. Look how big her fucking back is. She looks like Big Mike. Get out of here with that. And then look, they got all the fat girls back here in the background. What the hell are they thinking? This is what I'm supposed to give to my kid. I'm like, yeah, read this, dude. DC Comics has recently revealed their solicitations for issues coming out in March. And for the most part, it's about what you would expect. There's a lot of continuations of ongoing series and a good number of first issues that had already been revealed as part of the All In initiative. I'm not all in with this, man. I'm not all in with this at all. They had another one too with like Nightwing, and they're always trying to make him gay and I don't know, show off his body and stuff. And it's just really, guys, this is what I'm supposed to give to my kid. It's ridiculous. Yeah, this is not a joke. Well, maybe this is a joke, but it's something that very much exists and will be available on comic store shelves. Oh man, this is disgusting. It just makes me want to vomit, man. And it's degenerate as all get out. And I don't know why they keep doing this, man. It's gross. It's all about subversion and basically just tearing apart the American family unit. Once they could destroy that, they could destroy anything. They've been doing it forever, and I don't know. You might want to see what this guy's take on it is. Brian Kreischow, welcome to the show, man. You hear about the new Harley Fartin Quinn book?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, look, nobody's reading their comics anyway, so why shouldn't they use them as an avenue for expressing their sexual fetishes?
Yeah, right.
That's right, because we're like, what did this make you think of? I know what it made me think of immediately. Soft Serve. Do you remember that character, Soft Serve?
No.
She's she's one of the X-Men. She can produce soft serve ice cream from her asshole.
That's disgusting, bro. It's like Rocky Road.
So
Rocky. So after the Rocky Load, man.
Yeah. Gross. So it's like that's a guy who has a weird fetish, clearly about the idea of a woman that poops ice cream, and this is about somebody who has a fart smelling fetish. Quite clearly,
it's a lady. Yeah, it's crazy, bitch.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I don't know. I just wish
it's a lady with a dick. Does she have a dick or doesn't she have a? Does she have?
I don't think she does. I really don't know. But it's like I don't know, man. They just gotta go in there and just call the fuck out of the industry. Just fire everybody.
They're not going to.
No, but they need to. I mean, you never know. Like, look what they're doing with Vivek and Elon. They're going in there. They're going to do some house cleaning, hopefully in January. Hopefully they do the same thing with comics. That would be awesome.
In Hollywood,
I can only hope.
there's a really good article that I think it was from the Hollywood Reporter.
Yep.
Or maybe it was the Atlantic. I forget. But it's all about how DEI is DIE in Hollywood, and how they're cleaning house, and all the people who got in there that, not based on talent, just, as a diversity hire, they're getting rid of all that shit, dude. But this is comics. It's much, much smaller. And also, here's the other thing, too. They've made it much smaller. Right. So it's a handful of people. It's just like, when I look at a book, it's just like, oh, it's Heather Antos. Oh, it's Alex DeCampi. Oh, it's Mark Waid. Well, of course it is.
Yeah, they just keep rotating the roster around. They just keep giving their buddies jobs, and they fucking suck. Their books are terrible. They're all trash.
They're trash.
It needs to go.
They're getting paid. They're getting paid. They're hoping that they're going to have an effect on the society. They're hoping that this will be a movie or a Netflix series. Yeah. Somehow this will work its way into the permanent lore. Yeah. The shit will become canon.
Hopefully they finally wake up, though, man. We talk about this every day, and we will continue to talk about it. But they need to fire everybody in there. They need to fucking get them out of there. Fire them the fuck out of there. And they just need to start hiring some new people, and also bringing in some older cats, that are still fucking alive, and have them start writing something. Bring in some Barons, bring in some Dixons. You know what I mean? There's bring in, dude. There's so many people.
Yes, and have them working as the editors and teaching the people that are just coming in the door.
Yeah, right. Get Jim Shooter in there. They need a shooter in there now to kind of get to course correct everything and get shit going.
Yeah, but they don't care. I think that once, because we've talked about this before, where it's just it takes 2 to 3 years to make a movie, right?
Yeah.
So that means that after the woke shit's over in Hollywood, there's still going to be movies coming out.
Yeah, it's backed up. It's just going to be like that on all media, for the next 3 years. So you're going to have video games that have shit in it, comics. So the thing is, they could stop it now. You know what I mean? That's the thing, and hopefully,
they don't care.
No, they won't. They're going to keep giving their buddies work. They got
to lock down. They're going to lock down completely.
And they tell them hey, can you lighten up on the shit a little bit? I was reading, I did a review on the new Conan, Savage Sword of Conan, and they have a big fat Jason Aaron story in the last 2 issues of it, and it's fucking good. But I don't like what he did to the Punisher. I believe he's the one that wrote the. And he also did what he did with Thor, and he made fucking Thora. I didn't like that shit with Jane Foster. Stupid. And they squandered that opportunity when Thor was in the movies at that time in the cinemas, and then they had Thora fucking Jane Foster in there. Stupid as fuck. And
here's the thing. Here's the thing about Jason Aaron. Jason Aaron is a really, really talented guy. Yeah. He's a really, really, really talented writer, but he's spineless.
Okay, yeah, he's a jellyfish.
He's a jellyfish.
Because the story was fucking good though. And it pushed Conan to the edge of his character. You know what I mean? To where it's shit that Conan fuck that most of the time. But he positioned him in a way in the story to where he's kind of forced to break his code. But it was good. It's an older Conan. It's just dope. And the art was dope too. The second story in there was awesome too. It had it was right after the Frost Giant's daughter, and it was a very Lovecraftian story.
Ooh.
And it had a little. Cool. Yeah, and I was like, dude, and it had a little. It actually had some shit from the stuff that I'm working on, kind of with Hell War, one of the characters' powers. I was like, fuck. And then they had a dark Agnes story at the back that was pretty cool. So the book was good, but it's just that I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure he's the one that destroyed the Punisher, though.
Like I said, he's spineless. When he was doing the Conan comics for Marvel, every month he was apologizing. Every month he was apologizing because the social justice warriors, of course, were watching that comic like a hawk.
Yeah,
right?
He destroyed the fucking Punisher. Fuck that guy.
Masculinity.
Yeah. He made him. He killed him, and then he brought his wife back from the dead, and then she told him, "Fuck you," you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I was cheating on you. That's the motherfucker that fucked. As far as I'm concerned, get him out of there, bro. Fuck that guy. And I don't like what he did.
Man. Fuck that motherfucker. And like I said,
but he wrote a good Conan story. But it's
But in that case, he was hired as a hitman.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
We want you to get rid of the Punisher
Yeah, kill
and
him.
we want you to do him up tasty. Like we want him for you to bury him and piss on his grave. And that's
take
exactly
his back
what he
hole.
did. He cucked him out.
Yeah, he cucked him out, took his back hole, and destroyed him because it's a conservative white character, you know.
Yeah,
and he represents military and police, so fuck him, kill him, dead.
Yeah.
Nah,
yep.
Fuck
and replace him. Right.
You know?
And then they replace him with a guy that has blonde hair and blue eyes, just to say, see, we're not just doing this to make him like black or a woman.
Yeah. No.
Right.
I mean, I heard that was a cool character, or parts of that was cool, but I mean, fuck you. Like, that's not Punisher, you know?
No.
It's crazy.
No.
I was at the mall today, man. I was at Spencer. They used to have a bunch of dope shit in there. I don't know, but they didn't have nothing in there. I was looking for like a new Punisher. I was saying earlier in the show, like I used to go in there and like they would have a bunch of Batman hats and Punisher hats. What you got there, Brian?
Oh yeah.
Oh snap, brother! I can't wait to read that, man.
Yeah, it's on its way. Yeah, because I got the 2-pack.
Thanks, brother. No, I thought it was your birthday because when you bounced off a Wiggle stream the other night, I was listening, drawing up, inking some Hell War, and they were saying, "Oh, it's Brian's birthday." I was like, "What? Is it Brian's birthday?" I don't think it is.
No, that's like KSSS. It's a thing where like he and other people, I and other people go back and forward, like wishing each other a happy birthday.
I like the art in there so far. I think I kind of like it a little more than the last issue because he tweaks it a little bit. He does a little more washing, a little bit more ink wash. And he's fucking working right now, you know, on this Russ Leach.
Yes.
Have you read it yet, or you just kind of
I haven't read it yet.
I do the same stuff, man. I flip through it. Like I recommend picking up the new. Is that pretty good?
I really enjoy it.
Okay, because I've been hearing.
I really like this. This is a new print called Ghost Machine, right?
Yeah, Ghost Machine.
It's Jeff Johns and a bunch of other heavy
10
hitters.
People. Yeah.
Not woke.
I want to pick up.
You tell that they're like trying to get away from that shit, and also picked up this new horror comic that they came out with called Hyde Street.
Fuck yeah!
Which is about a basically.
Like the art.
It's really. I enjoyed the hell out of this too. They're they're killing it right now.
Where'd you get it at? Where'd you pick it up at, dude?
Oh, at my LCS.
How far is your LCS from your pad?
10-15 minutes or
really?
So. Yeah.
I thought they got rid of it or something. Or
no. There's because they only opened up like less than a year ago.
Oh, okay.
And I found out that they existed, and I was like, "What? Darkstone Comics? What the fuck?"
Yeah.
And I went there and try to patronize the place. I found somebody there that could paint my 6-gun figurine. Also,
nice.
got a new batch of books in.
Nice.
Of these babies.
Sweet. Hell yeah.
And what I'm hoping to do is, because I asked them, like, would you be interested in carrying my book? Right? Mm-hmm. It's like a childhood dream to walk into your LCS and see your book, right?
Oh, yeah. It's pretty cool.
Thing is, this is the Chad move. I'm going to just charge them basically what I paid and, let them keep the profits. I wish they showed me something really fucking cool. Next time I'm there, I'm going to check it out and ask, and mention it to you and Preston. It's a guy that was doing the art for Ghost Rider a few years ago.
Nice.
What he did was he knows a guy. He's a friend of a guy of a friend of a guy in at the LCS. And what he did was he took these covers and he painted over the covers.
Oh yeah, right? I've seen that. I think I know what you're talking about. I follow him on. I think it's Clayton Crane because Clayton Crane is doing that, and he did Ghost Rider with Garth Ennis. So it's probably him. Yeah.
Yes,
he's a badass dude.
Dude, this is.
I love his carnage too.
This is this is the Chad move, right? What does he do? He puts a fucking like a Post-it note and says the new price for this is $50, right? And then just gives it back to the people at the LCS. Lets them fucking make that profit.
That's nice of him. So he's in the area somewhere. Yeah, that dude's. I remember his art always stood out. My little brother bought Garth Ennis hardcover.
It's a really good one.
And I have it. I actually have it, and I've never fucking read it. I remember I read like the first part of it, but I never finished it. It had like angels in it and demon possessed sheriff, kind of like
that's good.
But I never finished it, and I have it in the garage. I got so many books. But I love his art. I love that guy's art. And
And so and so also now we know he's a Chad.
He's a Chad, and then also on top of that, I mean, he's got a YouTube and a Instagram, and I think he's got a TikTok, and he paints the same way digital as he does traditional. So I thought that was a whole like effect thing that he was doing with his style, but no, dude, fucking paints like that in real life too. I'm like, damn, that's pretty cool. I was at the mall, man.
I mean, not that I'm not listening to you. I mean, I don't mean to be rude, but I do have to say, Professor, what's another word for pirate treasure? Well, I think it's booty. Wiki. Yeah, so this looks fucking dope. I can't wait to get into this. And the thing is, it's like with the new Conan comics, the Jim Zub ones, those are old school. They make a point to make the books look old school. Right? I mean, look at this.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. Like, I'm really, really interested to see because that's like the thing, you know. They really wanted to get that going.
Album sized too, fucking like French format, but
pretty big.
Yeah. So yeah, nice thick book. Everybody go back this right freaking now on the funmycomics.com. Looking forward to just fucking jumping right in that motherfucker.
Oh yeah. And I also got a little metal news right here.
Oh shit.
Pretty cool for people that are in Arizona at least. Let me show you real quick. It's about Alice Cooper. Alice Cooper and Rob Halford. Yeah. Basically featured in an animated lyric video for My Christmas List. But what they have is they have a school that they're opening up schools all over Arizona for it's basically Joe and Judy Norell, founders of the Norelli Family Foundation, a private nonprofit foundation located in Central Florida, have announced the production of a new album of music for children released in August of 2024 and nominated for a Grammy Award for Best Children's Music Album. Solid Rock Revival is a full-length studio album featuring performances and song remakes by the Rock for Children band, headlined by legendary artist Alice Cooper and featuring well-known musicians including Guns N' Roses, Slash, Judas Priest, Rob Halford, and Run DMC's Daryl McDaniels.
Yeah, man.
So they have some of the tracks down here, and he does No More Mr. Nice Guy. Now it's like Now I'm the Nice Guy. I think that's the new one. But, yeah. And it's Cooper, along with his wife Cheryl, founded Solid Rock in 1995 with a mission to make an everlasting difference in the lives of teens in the community. Alice Cooper's Solid Rock Teen Centers inspire teens to discover their talent and achieve artistic excellence through music, dance, and the arts, as well as vocational training in sound, lighting, staging, and fellowship, all in a safe, supervised facility. Alice Cooper's The Rock Teen Center Phoenix encompasses an auditorium, dance studio, computer lab, and music rooms for guitar, drums, bass, and vocal lessons. A Leroy Neiman art studio, that's pretty dope. And Spanky's recording studio and a video studio. All a second location was opened in Mesa, and they're going to open another one in Goodyear.
That's fucking awesome.
All the programs are for 12-year-olds to 20-year-olds. And that's just a lot of stuff. All in Arizona, you know. So go check that out, guys, and check out this album too. You know,
that's so fucking cool, man.
Such a nice guy, man. You know, I hear what's his face, Razorfist is always talking about him. You know, because I like Alice, but I'm not a diehard fan, but I respect the fuck out of him, and I do like you know, No More Mr. Nice Guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, some classics.
School's out for the summer. I love the song. You know. School's
Class
out.
of 99, the class of 1984. Have you ever seen that movie?
No.
It's like
it's all over Days of Views. Remember, like School's Out for the Summer. We used to watch that all the time back in the day. I mean,
yeah. Well, not that of course I remember seeing that in the theater. It's a classic stoner movie, but yeah, Class of 1984. It's by the guy who did the Schwarzenegger Commando movie.
Oh, nice.
And Class of 1999, which is also worth seeing. And Class of 1984, you get to see a very young. Who's the guy from Back to the Future?
Michael J. Fox.
Michael J. Fox. You get to see him snort PCP and like climb up a flagpole and said something different. Climb up a flagpole and,
funny.
and plunge to his death. That movie rules. In case you've never seen it, and Alice Cooper
check it out.
did the theme song for that.
That's hilarious, bro.
My face. I am the future. If you've never seen that, I'm pretty sure that shit's on like Tubi. It's fucking awesome. Geez. Yeah.
Well, I got something I want to share with you guys. I think it's definitely Viking Santa. So you're getting Viking Santa depictions a lot in media now. You're getting brutal, badass, barbarian Santa, and I'm all with it. You know what I mean? Before AI, there was already like people doing these awesome images throughout the world.
And there was that movie last year with homeboy from Stranger Things and Hellboy.
Yeah, Violent Night.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I actually just watched it about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, did it give you an erection or did it not give you an erection when you saw the flashback?
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. It was a pretty good movie.
I used to be a surgeon with that thing.
Dark Viking Santa Claus movie, the Mary Sue. Yeah, I don't know if that that was it, but there's just like a bunch of them. Look at this guy.
Yeah.
So going through there.
I mean, hey, that's where Santa Claus originates from. And then it spread down into like Germany, especially. And then it made its way. It was actually King Philip, I think. It was Queen Victoria's husband was from Germany. And so he brought over the Christmas tree and celebrated like a German style Christmas. And then so all of the other people had to like do what the royal family was doing. And that's why we celebrate Christmas the way we do. Yeah. It's interesting when you trace like the lineage, like how it
goes up to Odin, that was the first thing, Santa Claus flies around in December for Christmas to bring children gifts, Odin, the All-Father, flew around in December for Yuletide to head off the wild hunt. He knew who had been bad and who's good and who need to get hunted down or abducted. Has 8 reindeers, he has an 8-legged horse named Sleipnir that pulls a sleigh. Santa is the most visually iconic figure of Christmas, symbolizing giving joy and peace. Odin was the most iconic figure of Yuletide, a holiday that celebrated hospitality, feasting, and gift giving. Before Coca-Cola popularized by Jolly Jiggly Santa, we all know today, Santa was depicted thin and often as chubby and usually drowned blue, red, or robes. So that was a Coca-Cola thing.
Yeah. Like I remember when I was a kid, we would get these Christmas packages from Germany every year. And I remember all the Santa Clauses, none of them were like chubby, like Happy Buddha.
No.
Santa Claus. They were all pretty svelte.
Yeah, that's all the Coca-Cola. Because they needed to the Santa that we all know and love is from Coca-Cola. They needed to have something to sell during the winter. And so they decided, okay, well let's do Santa, because they had slower sales during the winter time. So the Coca-Cola Santa, let's market him red because our Coca-Cola is red, and that's where the whole thing took off. Grant Morrison was putting out a book called Klaus every year. I highly recommend it. There's different trades of it. I was going to show some of that on here, but fuck it. In the second issue or the second arc of that was by Dan Mora. Now he's big with Batman, but his art's really cool. In that, especially he took on the Coca-Cola company in the second one. That was a big thing.
Oh, that's great.
Krampus was the first one, and the third one was like a werewolf. But yeah, man, there's a lot of different. So it's just like a big thing now. Obviously that's where it started, but now I kind of feel like it's circling the wagons back to its inception of what Santa really was.
Yeah. Well, I always say that that Christianity didn't defeat paganism; it absorbed it. right?
Definitely.
And that's a perfect example. Oh, what up, Jason? Jason Bascom in the chat. What's up, dude?
Oh,
Everybody go and subscribe to the pre-campaign for Frog G 2.
Yes, sir. And you got like Fat Man right here with Mel Gibson. Still got to check that one out. That one's a little different, and it's kind of circling the wagons back, but more so than anything, I mean, you do get the Viking Santa with Violent Night, but they're just badass Santas. So you got Fat Man right here. You also have the Christmas Chronicles with Kurt Russell too. That first one was pretty fun, and he's singing the blues in there. But this one, I still didn't get around to it. Did you see Fat Man?
No, I haven't. It's got Walton Goggins in it. I love that fucking dude.
He's hilarious. He's a great actor. He's good in Fallout. But I guess this one, to save his the declining business, Kris Kringle, also known as Santa, is forced to partner with the U.S. military, making matters worse. Chris gets locked into a deadly battle of wits against a highly skilled assassin. So I'm going to check this one out, you know. And it's funny because they have all these motherfuckers on different streams. And I wanted to watch Violent Night, and that one's on one. So I'm like, oh, I'll get that one, then I'll watch Fat Man later. So you got Fat Man. The first one that I remember, well, I mean, we'll get into the first one later on in the stream, but where I think it kind of really started. But it was called Santa Slays, and it's with Goldberg. He was like the first one that I remember.
Yes.
You know, it's got a lot of actors in that movie. I never watched it all, but he's not really Santa. He's like an evil Santa, like spirit. I forgot the name.
As opposed to like a Psycho Santa, which originated in a issue of, I think, either Tales from the Crypt or Vault of Horror, right?
Yes.
And it was done first on film in either the Tales from the Crypt or the Vault of Horror movie. I can't remember which. I think it was the Vault of Horror. And and then of course Psycho Santas became a thing. And tomorrow we're doing a Psycho Santa movie.
Oh, sweet. I'm going to watch that tonight after the show. And then we got Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's doing a Santa Claus movie. Probably going to be somewhat of an action movie with Alan Rickman from Reacher. Because, I mean, motherfucker hasn't been a movie in 2 years, so I don't know. I don't know how good if he could still do the action. He should use
it's Arnold.
Stuntman or something. But, I mean, he could probably do it, you know.
Nobody
He'll probably get in there. He'll probably get in there and
Nobody
do a couple.
beats him. He's invincible.
So I'm all for it. I mean, dude's Austrian. You know what I mean? That's perfect for Santa. It's kind of he's Germanic. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And then Alan Rickman, he's dude. There was a character I thought he would have been. I mean, obviously he's perfect for like He-Man or something. But there's this one comic character I thought he looked a lot like, but it slips my mind at the moment. But I'm looking forward to this. He's filming this one right now. Also, we just had Red One. Is the #1 movie on Prime. That's with The Rock and Chris Evans, and J.K. Simmons plays Santa in there.
Plays a yoked Santa. Did you see fucking J.K. Simmons? How fucking yoked that dude is?
Yeah, he's working out in the movie too. And The Rock is like
he's
retiring. I've seen the movie. I went and seen it in theaters because me and the kids. I thought it looked like dope. I like action Santa. That's why I'm doing this whole thing on the show. I like Viking Santa and badass Santa and brutal action Santa.
Right? Santa.
There's also another one called Slayer. It's spelled like Slay, E-R, you know, and it's a comic. I never got it, but I want to pick it up. And
and then there's the one that was on Shudder last year, premiered on Shudder.
Yes.
That's with a robot Santa.
Like and there's another Tales from the Crypt one too from HBO. I think there was that one as well.
Yeah.
But there's just so many. You know, you could literally make a whole carve out like a DVD set for like badass and evil Santas. You know, like just different takes.
Could.
So there's that one, and then obviously I was talking about the Violent Night. So I mean, probably because it's really fresh in my brain right now. Yeah. But I mean, for the moment, I think that that's been the coolest Santa I've seen so far. Until somebody else gets in there and shows them up, you know. But I don't know if most people have seen this movie. I'm probably the last guy to watch it. But I watched it a couple of days ago, or maybe 2 weeks ago, and thought it was awesome. You know, he's Nicodemus, the Viking Santa.
Yes.
He did say that he wanted to do a sequel. They're working on a sequel, but this one's from the director. I think it's from the guy that did that one that we like, the other Santa movie that we like. what is it? Rare exports or rare imports?
Yes, of course.
I think
Yes.
it's like Tony
Yes, rare
something.
imports. Yes.
But he also did Hansel and Gretel with Jeremy Renner. Oh, that movie was Witch Hunters. That movie's fucking awesome. I cannot recommend that movie more. That movie didn't get any love when it came out. It still doesn't.
I haven't seen it, but
feels
you would
like,
say it's worth a look.
Dude, it feels like it's in the same universe, specifically as Army of Darkness. It's like they took like a lot of those hags that were in that movie and just like made like a bunch of different designs. And there's hags and crones from all over the world in that movie, and they meet up in Salem, and it's totally evil, like Evil Dead style humor, and it's a splatstick. So that's my favorite genre. I mean, you don't really get splatstick big budget movies that much. Like they don't really, where they have the humor and the gore and the action, where they're there's tongue in cheek a lot. But they did it in that one, and it was fucking cool. And they got Brian Steele like in a big troll suit walking around, the guy that's in a lot of the Guillermo movies playing Samael and Trolls in the Troll Market. He's in there with his own kind of Shrek looking troll. And and what Famke Jameson's in there, and also
Famke Johnson,
Peter Stormare, he's in there too.
Oh, I love that dude.
So it's just a great movie. It went right under the radar, like Jeremy Renner's best movie. I actually got a little music video right here I wanted to play. It's actually it's going to be a couple minutes long.
And
it's going to be probably about six or 7 minutes long. So it's a big one. I listened to about half of the song a few months back, and I never finished it, but it was dope because I wanted to save it for the show. I like to listen to things for the first time on here whenever I can.
That new Shadows Fall joint that's been on heavy rotation.
Oh, you've been checking it out
over here? Yeah.
These guys are dope, man. This band's called Insiferum, and I've seen these guys back in the day. It's Viking metal. Like they'll come out on stage and they'll fight with swords and shields, like or for a little bit, I believe. Back, I seen them like 15 years ago with the Monomarth, I believe. Yeah. And their guitar player is from Left, and now he's Winter Sun. That's another sick band that's equally as good. Crazy band. They're like, that band, the guitar player of that band went on to join Megadeth. Here it is though. This song is proper Winter Storm Vigilantes, proper Christmas song, and here we go.
Hell yeah. Metal. Oh, it's a lyric video? All right, let's try to listen to music.
Just in the beginning.
Oh,
got a big intro.
How do you feel about lyric videos?
They're all right, but not really like my cup of tea. But if it's all you can do, fuck it. You get your lyrical art out there too.
No, I mean I understand it's a budget thing.
Yeah, but I'd rather have like a full.
Calling this a lyric video and there's no singing yet, but there's like it looks like it's being done like a lyric.
This is something a little different though. So. Just in the intro, it's cool. I'm gonna go get me some whiskey. Yeah, that's fucking metal right there, dude.
It's very metal.
CGI like a motherfucker, but it's dope.
It is.
They won't let evil
Pretty badass. Yeah, that's fucking dope. Look at that Steven Seagal movie right there. Oh shit. Santa right there, buddy. Oh, yeah. Oh damn. I'm like, what up, old boy?
What's up?
What's up, dog? Hell yeah, hit that note. That's good. They got the two singers, you know.
Making Christmas metal again.
Yeah, I think there's 3 singers in here in this song. It's pretty fucking dope.
Yeah, it is.
It's Luke Evans.
Oh, snap. Oh, wow, he's actually holding that sword right.
Little Hamlet right there. That's good. Oh, damn. Oh, snap. Oh, damn. Oh, shit.
Stone Golem?
Got a big old golem in that motherfucker.
Stone Giant?
Oh, snap. This is pretty heavy right there.
Yeah, man. No, bro, go for his legs.
Oh, yeah.
He can't stand, he can't fight.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, a little punk beat right there.
Yup.
The protectors, through the blizzards, through the storms, they won't let evil grow. With trust in the reason, fire in their heart, they fight the darkness.
That was pretty fucking epic. I dug that shit, bro.
Yeah, me too.
There's little things in there that aren't really my cup of tea, like musically, but that shit's fucking dope. There's, that shit's dope. Like the old school, like straight up heavy metal, like Priest vocals and stuff like that. Not a big fan of. I do like it, but it's in spades, you know.
Oh God, yeah. Oh God.
I can't take like song after song after song of dudes like singing like that, even though I know it's a lot of people like. Yeah, I get bored with it. I actually like when people switch it up a lot, you know, like if you could get maybe 2 singers that kind of do different things, or one guy that's really versatile. That's how I I think that's the best way to get it with metal.
I mean, King Diamond was kind of like that, but also just like unintentionally hilarious.
Yeah, and he's like his own beast in a lot of ways too. He's like a little Alice Cooper, a little what's his name, Brown, that one guy from England.
Yeah, the Mad World of Arthur Brown.
Arthur Brown, little Arthur Brown, and then also on top of that, he's got a highly evolved vocal thing where he could tap into, like, I forgot. There's a certain thing that monks could tap into where they could access like different 2 different things in their vocal cords that most singers can't do. And from my understanding, King Diamond could do it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Is that something that like you either have the ability to do it or you don't, or is it something that you can learn?
I think it's something you can learn.
Interesting.
But like the monks would do it in caves and whatnot. I heard that fucking like 20 years ago. That was how I heard of King Diamond was through that, about his being able to tap into something with his vocals that monks could do, where you a hidden chord. I don't know. I know it sounds kind of weird, but I don't know how to word it right.
So he took that ancient information and then used it to go, I'm a corpse. I'm a corpse. Yeah. I'm a corpse there, soul. Satan has taken my soul.
Exactly. But yeah, that was pretty dope, dude. And the bands, they're solid. And like the guitar player from that band left, and he created Winter Sun, like I'm talking like 30 years ago, maybe longer than that, you know. And Winter Sun is like one of the, if not, I don't know, man, they're like one of the most epic metal bands ever. They're like winter metal. I played him on here before. He did a Kickstarter though for his last album. It was called Time 2. And a lot of their songs are pretty long and epic because it's Finnish winter progressive melodic death metal. Like it's a lot of folk too. But the newest album is called Time 2, and he kickstarted it he crowdfunded it on Indiegogo. And the band, like everyone left. Like the guitar player went to Megadeth. The drummer, I don't know. I mean, maybe the drummer went to Megadeth too. I forgot, but no, no, I'm tripping. The drummer Soilwork went to Megadeth. But they all kind of just disbanded, and the singer he continued the album and then crowdfunded it. But with that, there was 4 demo albums, whole albums, 5 hours of music that you could have, if you would have backed it. I didn't back it though.
Oh my god!
But it has a
cool.
strong
like
Japanese, yeah, and it has strong Japanese influence on it too. So you hear a lot of Japanese instruments. And this is a band too that had to like crowdfund their first album because they needed the proper computer software to hold all the tracks, because he would have like 200 tracks on each song. Like, wow. It was crazy, dude.
Wow.
But the first album, like Winter Sun, is like untouchable. It's one of the best. It's one of the best pieces of music ever written, I think.
Damn.
Winter Sun and Time. Then he did the third album was called The Four Seasons. There's 4 songs. They're all like 10 minutes long.
Oh so got, yeah, dude. Yeah. Who is this again? You
Winter
turned
Sun.
me on to this guy.
Winter Sun.
Winter Sun.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, you know what, dude? Like, I'm fucking, and they're from Finland. He's like, I'm not gonna be writing these big ass songs anymore. I kind of want to just make some catchy ass fucking dope songs now, you know. And I'm listening to the guy, like, he's like a metal god, you know. He's like, yeah, when I grew up, I used to listen to Vanilla Ice, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how does this goblin from the ice like say you listen to Vanilla Ice? You know, like you can't picture it, you know. Like he's
that takes balls too to admit it.
I respect that, you know. Like a lot of people, you know. Oh, I listen to reggae and da 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 da. Like a lot of people are, you know, won't really admit to stuff, but
yeah,
I don't know,
man. Like shit. Like when you were a kid, right? Like I thought Ted Nugent was like the coolest guy in the world, in the history of the world. When I was like in like 4th grade.
Yeah, right. I remember shooting in 4th grade. There was a lot of like just like the whole. For me, it was just like the whole grunge scene was huge, you know, and so for me, I always liked the grunge scene. I always will. Like I love the yeah. There's a lot of really good singers in there. A lot of them died. You know, a lot of them are trendy and played out, and they hear the
Screaming
songs.
Trees, definitely my favorite of the sub pop like grunge bands from that era. But you also got lucky because you got the new metal scene, and I remember when the new metal scene happened, thinking, "Damn, I wish like something like that had been going on."
Well, the cool thing about new metal is it was at least heavier than for me. It was heavier than the grunge scene, you know.
Yeah, and there was variety. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the bands had their own personalities.
Kind of, you know, and there was a lot of the urban kids and stuff. They would listen to that because it had that rap influence to it back then and whatnot. But there was a lot of good bands in there, like where you could take the singers and put them in different older metal bands or Euro metal bands, and they'd probably do their own thing. Like the singer at Korn, he's a good singer. He could do a lot of shit. But like this, the whole grunge scene, like Alice in Chains, you know, Lane Stanley and Chris Cornell, I think they're some of the best singers, you know. Like, you know, I liked all the grunge bands, dude. I liked them all. I ain't gonna lie. I still think they're dope, but it doesn't mean like I'm gonna listen to all their shit and I don't listen to them. But back in the day, fuck yeah, I listened to them. and I listened to all the stuff that was on the radio, a lot of all the grunge stuff and alternative music, you know. That was my time, you know. That was the time of the, you know. And then I discovered someone showed me In Flames. I don't know where I heard In Flames. That's where a lot of people kind of got into like the whole Euro thing, was In Flames. Like it was In Flames and Killswitch Engage, you know.
Yeah.
And then there's this whole scene over here and like Orange County hardcore and a bunch of shit like that. But
well, dude,
and then
I mean, that's the thing.
Winter Sun, you know, Children of Bodom, Lamb of God, all the shit.
It's like I mean, well, I always diss Rob Zombie, but he said something that was right on point, which was that it's so huge. The scene is so huge and it's so spread out across the world, right? Yeah. And yet at the same time, most people don't even know that it even exists.
Yeah, that's like, I was reading an interview with the guitar player because I was checking out metal news for the show, and I saw an article with the guitar player of Korn, Head, you know, talking about Korn a lot, but he was saying that there's so much competition now, and there's so many like perfect artists that are out there in all genres of music that it's so hard to get noticed right now because there's so much competition. And the world it's big, but it's small at the same time because of the internet. And then on top of that, I because it's usually like Korn and Slipknot and like big bands that kind of get the interviews on these metal sites. And a lot of these metal sites are fucking woke-tard idiots that run these sites. They're fucking liberals. There's nothing about metal. A lot of metalheads are not like, they're fucking extreme, like political, like leftists. A lot of them are. I'd say about 75%.
Hey man, look, I'm a leftist, right? It's just like, I don't have fucking Trump derangement syndrome. I'm not.
Yeah, but you're a fact checker, bro. A lot of them are just like, you know, they're fucking robotic. So
yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
Question everything. Question Trump. Question Elon. Question everybody. Yes. You know what I mean? Yes. But still, there's common sense. Man. You know.
That's why I said we need to create a third faction, which is the no bullshit faction, where you just call out bullshit wherever you see it, even if it's on your own side, especially if it's on your own side.
Well, yeah, you always got to check people, man. Oh man,
word.
I got a story for you for work. I got to tell you later. You know, for what I do. And, but I got this guy. Oh man, it's like people that are the nicest. You never suspect them. You know, like that guy would never do that. But I was just like, wow. But whatchamacallit, I don't know about you, but you ready to do some hunting?
Fuck yes.
All right, here we go. So this one you might know, Brian, Frau Perchta. It's a
Frau Perchta.
Do you know about her?
She's like a witch of sorts, I think.
The Christmas witch, brother, from Switzerland and Germany, from the Alpine.
Yeah, and she's kind of like a little. You know what she is? She's kind of like a Christmas version of Baba Yaga.
Okay, that's dope. And I was going to say, too, like we were talking about Red One. The movie flopped. They spent like $250 million on it. But it's the biggest movie streaming ever on Prime. It's free right now. I really enjoyed the movie. You know, it's cheeseball and stupid in a lot of ways, but I liked it.
You'd say it's worth a watch, like a casual watch?
I don't know if you'll like it. I mean, I don't know if you'll like it. It's really cheesy. But, I mean, I like
cheese.
I like Christmas, like cheesy action movies. So yeah, fuck it. I recommend it. The snowmen in there are funny. But Krampus in there, dude, when they go to Krampus's lair, he's like down in hell. He's got this big like metal castle in his sleigh. It's fucking dope. And they got that big corn-fed like Norwegian dude from Game of Thrones. You know, the dude that looks like Thor with the big red beard?
Yeah.
He plays Krampus in there. And for some reason, I knew it was him. I'm like, I wonder if it's that dude from Game of Thrones, you know? And they got him in the really good like Guillermo del Toro makeup like that they use for Hellboy, like that quality, you know? So, and people knew that he was cool. So like he's going around like promoting the movie. They're having him like going to bars in that suit. You know what I mean?
That's awesome.
Just to promote it. You know what I mean?
That's great.
And they're doing a lot of promotion with just him in the movie, at least when it was in theaters. But I guess Prime was saying that because of that theatrical run, it helped promote the movie so good. And it wasn't a waste of money because of all the people that watched it. I guess it was like 40 million views in like 2 days or some shit.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But it's you know, and J.K. Simmons, I thought he was going to have more of like a role in the movie, but I don't know, but it's definitely worth watching. There's a little bit of like Men in Black in this one too, or R.I.P.D. as well. You know, like and Hellboy BPRD, kind of like that type of thing in there. But
does
yeah,
JK get to fuck anybody up? I mean, not that
no,
he's in the business of fucking people up as an actor like Schwarzenegger or
no,
something
I
like
wanted
that.
him to, like, because we were talking about that. But he's a badass Santa. Like
Yoked.
he's a super. He's definitely a super Santa, but he doesn't have any fight sequences. And like
Okay, that's
that was
disappointing.
what I wanted, you know. But he doesn't because he's got the Rock in there and shit, you know.
Well, I
Rock
mean, it just would have
his
been
bodyguard.
cool. It would have been cool if you'd seen him kicking ass, and in the course of the fight, his like Santa suit gets ripped open, gets torn to shreds. So you just see him all fucking yoked, just pounding on motherfuckers.
There's a scene where they're working out, like in his office, you know, like him and the Rock's spotting him, and they always work out, you know. And the Rock is retiring, so you got like that falling down thing. With Robert Duvall, it's his last day on the job. He's retiring. World, it's like the world's fucked up. No one believes in Christmas no more. Everyone's assholes. I don't want to do this anymore. You know, I'm 400 years old or some shit.
Yeah.
But it, you know, like it's cheeseball, but it was, I don't know, it was kind of fun. Again, it could have lost about an hour of it, but they do have the Christmas witch in there. She's the main villain. Oh yeah, she's fucking dope. Like, yeah.
Practical makeup.
No. But well, I don't want to spoil it, but it was
okay.
You know,
it's not 3 hours long, is it?
It's pretty long. It's pretty long. Like,
God damn it, man! Every movie has to be fucking 3 hours long.
Like,
now.
if that movie had gotten like they shaved like 30 minutes off of it, it would have been even more fun. You know. If you just put it on and just want to have like a fun like Jingle All the Way, like that, people like compare it to that. You know, with Schwarzenegger. So like that would be a good.
Man.
Yeah, kind of like Jingle All the Way, but they're like, but Jingle All the Way is better. But I don't know. No, I would say I like this more than Jingle All the Way, just because Krampus was pretty cool in there, and
how dare you?
I like the witch at the end and the fight and shit, you know. So, and one day I'll do my own. I want to do my Kris Kringle Krampus Killer comic one day.
Oh,
so
hell yeah!
I just want to do a nice one shot, you know, like maybe like a 50 pager, you know, but just
it'd be sweet
as fuck. So
yeah.
And it's public domain, so anybody could do it, but you know, you can do your own spin on it. But a little bit of this, the Christmas witch right here, in folklore of Bavaria, Austria, Perchta was said to roam the countryside at midwinter and to enter homes during the 12 days between Christmas and Epiphany, especially on the 12th night. She would know whether the children and young servants of the house had behaved well and worked hard all year. If they had, they might find a small silver or gold coin the next day in a shoe or pail. If they had not, she would slit their bellies open, remove their stomach and guts, and stuff the hole with straw and pebbles. So she's pretty metal, pretty scary. Looks like Mag Mucklebones right there.
Yeah. So it's like, presumably when she's cutting them open, she's not killing them. She's just like opening your belly just so she can put fucking straw and rocks and shit in there. So you're gonna have a fucking, you know, a rough time moving your bowels for like the next like 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, that's gotta hurt. I got an easy band for you to guess tonight. It's the easiest one in the Metal Movies and Brewskis live history.
Okay,
you want to do it? All right, here we go.
Black Metal Decode.
All right, here it is.
All right. Oh, well, that's Encephalum. That's correct. The band that we just watched.
Yeah, it's the easiest one.
Fuck, dude. It's like you're giving me a test, but you're giving me the fucking answers first. I appreciate
that. That was just one. I figured I'd do one easy one, you know.
Oh yeah, that's definitely you know, on the lighter side for sure.
I got a little something right here. I know you've seen it. But this is a comic book classic right here. And well, I might play it now, and I might save it for the end. But I'll do a little. Maybe I'll save it for the end, because it's a long video. It's about 12 minutes long, so I'll save that maybe for the end. But it's a movie, and it has to do with the Santa. But I got a couple trailers I want you to check out. You've probably seen this one. A lot of good movies coming out, or decent looking stuff. But this movie right here is called Death of a Unicorn. And here's the trailer.
I've heard about this, but I haven't seen the trailer. You know, of
Oh
course.
yeah.
Let's check it out.
Okay.
Okay.
It kind of felt like it was showing me something. I get this feeling I don't think we're supposed to be here.
Is that Jenny Ortega?
Yeah.
You know, she's good, but
this entire nature preserve,
everything.
and they care about a lot of things, not just pharmaceuticals.
Fine, I will sit there.
So people are good, but nobody's that fucking good. Like the thing is, they recycle the same actors in a lot of stuff, and it's like, dude, you got to let other people have a chance sometimes, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
it's just a lot, brother. Like it's just a lot. Like you got like Oscar Isaacs, he's in a gang of shit, and also what's the other dude?
Fassbender, Michael Fassbender.
Fassbender's in a gang of shit. Also
Idris
Elba's in a gang of shit. What's that other guy? Fuck, dude.
Yeah, it's like and it's not like
the Mandalorian dude. He's in a gang of shit. You know, it's just like, bro, like shift it around a little bit, bring in some new talent. But they kind of like to keep it tight and you know. I don't know.
Yeah, and it's just like it's not that you're pissed off when you see them because they're perfectly competent, right? They're good, but it's just like somebody that's like really. It's like he just needs to be in everything.
Well, it's like, dude, sometimes I mean, this movie's fine, but then there's some movies where it's like, if it's a movie that I really don't want to know, like I really want to disappear into the movie when I'm watching it, I don't want to know it's Jenna Ortega every time.
Yes, you know especially in horror.
Say if I'm, you know what I mean? Like wear some prosthetics or something. You know what I mean? Like really not let me know it's you because it takes me out of the movie sometimes.
For sure.
Not all the time. I mean, you better be doing some Bill Skarsgård shit.
Yeah.
So here she is with their stupid nose ring that all the chicks like wearing now. But check it out, brother.
Septum piercings are good.
It is, bro. I'm not feeling it.
Sorry,
what happened? You walked from the airport or what?
It's perfect timing.
Then you got the homeboy from fucking Hudson Hawk. He's like popping up in Loki and fucking the dude from Warlock, you know? I think that's his name.
Richard E. Grant. Actor. Yeah.
Good seeing him. You know, he's great, popping up. The first thing I seen him in that was like a relevant movie, like was Logan. I was like, oh, okay. And ever since Logan, he's been getting work, you know?
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of British shit in the 80s.
Yeah. Look at the mirror.
Oh no.
I need you to act like everything is fine.
Is there something in your car?
A lot of species in this area are rare. What exactly are we saying this is, though?
I think we know exactly what it is.
A horse-like mammalia.
With some sort of protrusion.
So you played Adam Warlock.
It's a fucking unicorn.
Galaxy 3.
I don't think I should be in swim shorts for this moment.
I don't think that we're supposed to have this.
We need to study it.
Whatever it is, it seems to be the cure for cancer.
Cancer? That's the biggest one.
An opportunity for greatness, for immortality.
I've never been so alive.
Dad, please just listen to me. We need to give the little one back. Okay, bad things will happen.
There are two of them? You're gonna kill us.
Damn, they have like barbs on their hooves.
I have to take care of you. You'd retreat in the face of opportunity.
That horn was rather girthsome.
Picking up good vibration.
Here's hoping we kill Bigfoot on the way home, huh?
I don't know. What do you think, Brian?
Meh.
Little mid.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Well, here's the thing. If something's not for me, I'll just say, yeah, it's not for me. You know, there can be shit that's competently made or well made, stuff that's actually good, but it's just like, yeah, this is just not my kind of thing. You know me, I'm a horror guy. It's like you like one thing that'll happen when people go through my movie collection is they're like, damn, like look, no comedies in here.
I think it looks pretty fun. I think it's going to be it'll probably be like a funny movie, you know?
Probably something that's like,
not scary.
You're a parent, right? So you're looking for movies that you can watch with your kids?
Yeah, maybe
right?
that one. I have a feeling it's gonna be rated R though. Like it's probably gonna have a lot of dick and fart jokes and stuff.
Well, I mean, it goes hand in hand with age appropriate horror education.
Yeah.
You don't
And
just
I think,
fucking dump him in at the deep end with fucking Cannibal Holocaust.
well,
You start
and then
with
like
Universal, then you go to Hammer, and you start fucking, when they get older, when they're like 14, 15, then they
Yeah.
can see the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I just think the CGI the CGI had at the end kind of killed it. I feel like they could have done that with a puppet or something, like or even got
Yeah.
like the top part of a horse's head and see how far they can
Very
push it.
easily. But here's the thing.
I don't know.
Hollywood still hasn't learned its lesson.
Yeah, they're
from
lazy.
The Mandalorian, right? They wanted to make Grogu fucking CGI.
CGI, yeah.
Yeah, he had to do 2 takes. Jon Favreau had to do 2 takes, like one with a puppet and then one without the puppet. I told you this story, right? About fucking the reason that we Grogu fucking Baby Yoda blew up was because of Werner Herzog. Because he was like, leave the puppet! You are a coward! Yeah. I started calling Favreau a coward.
Yeah, that's hilarious, dude.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like practical effects are making a big comeback. That new Werewolves movie supposedly is chock-a-block with fucking practical effects.
And it came out already too, but I didn't see it. Man, I want to watch it, but that one I would have went to the theater. I got another movie. This one too is called Novocaine. Have you seen the trailer for this one?
No.
Check this one out. There's a pretty funny part in here. It actually had me laughing out loud. That I haven't done that from a movie trailer in years.
Hey, it's Jack Quaid. The Novocaine trailer starts now.
Dennis Quaid's son.
Yeah.
So, what's your deal?
My deal? I'm just a regular guy with a regular job, but I've got this condition where I don't feel pain. Hey, there we go.
Oh my god, you're a superhero. Can you feel this?
Definitely feeling something. Last night was amazing.
Oh! Get on the ground! Open the vault!
Oh, so it's like Painkiller Jane.
You need a hot
Dark man. With a dark man.
Oh my God, what am I doing?
Dark Man also had super strength.
Yep.
I just want to know where Sherry is. You ever fired a gun before? So those are definitely 3rd degree, so you're going to want to run it under some cool water.
Look at you now, look at me. Look at you now, look at me. How you like?
Hey man, you okay?
Why don't you just call the police?
Do you think I'm in on this?
Manslaughter, Grand Theft Auto.
You know what it's like to wait your whole life to meet someone? Someone who finally gives your life meaning? Would you wait around for someone else to save her? Or would you do it yourself? What the fuck is that?
Heads up! Oh, sorry.
It's fine.
What happened to your face?
You should see the other guy.
Tell me everything you know.
Look at you now.
What's his name?
You gotta be careful, dude. You can still die. You're not Wolverine. You understand pain?
Oh, go! No, stop it. Oh! Fuck! Wow, that hurt. That one hurt the most.
How you like?
Novocaine? It is you. I thought you'd be dead by now.
Well, I'm not.
It's fucking Novocaine, and he's not fucking dead.
I guess that part wasn't laugh out loud funny for you. The part
Not
that I
for
thought
me.
was funny, what actually made me laugh, like without control, was the part when he murdered the guy, when he shot him in the head, and he's like, "Are you all right, dude?" I don't know why, I just laughed. I thought it was funny. I didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
mean, there's
I don't know. It looks all right.
potential.
Yeah.
Potential there for something fun.
What was that
Yeah.
Jimmy Palmiotti that did that? Painkiller Jane? Is that? I think he was the one that was working on that.
I think so.
Yeah.
Because that's what that's what that reminded me of. That's
Yeah.
kind of like the same power set, sort of.
we were talking earlier in the stream about Frog G2. Got this sign up right here, guys. Check this book out, Frog G. It's got awesome art in here. This is a sequel to the first one. Cerebus awaits in the abyss. Frog G finds himself on a voyage across the river Styx to land of a treacherous and deadly creatures. Will he find the key that will further his quest to bring him back to the human form, or will he be a frog leg feast for the underworld? Sign up now, and you're going to get a exclusive trading card. I'll put the link in the chat right now. I'm already signed up for this myself, and I have the first Frog G book. I did a review if you guys want to go check it out. Without spoiling too much, I try to do reviews without spoiling too much of the book. That way people can go and check them out.
Excellent book, beautifully illustrated.
Yeah, definitely, man. By Jason Bascom and Ink Spots.
Yep. And definitely well worth investigating. Those guys are such underrated talents.
That in the chat. And yeah, man. And then how's Six Gun Gorilla doing, man?
It's cranking along, man. I've been doing the ghetto lettering, and I'm waiting for colors. Waiting for that. That's the main thing I'm doing right now, is waiting for colors. And then, of course, for when Preston is available again to do some touch-ups, because the way that issue 10 is right now, actually both of them, they both have like little mistakes in them, and I'm not. If people have to wait like an extra couple of weeks to get a book that's like error-free, I'd rather give them a book that's error-free.
And we got the campaign still open right now, so people can come and back it.
First issue, you can download digital download for free.
Right at the top of this.
Yeah, it gives you a chance to kick the tires and see if this is your kind of thing. But I guarantee you it will be your kind of thing, because I just got super lucky. Everybody loves this book.
Oh, absolutely. Let me go ahead and put the link in the chat. Let's go check out Six Gun Gorilla.
Shit, even somebody that wants to destroy my life likes this book. I mean, that's got to stand for something, right?
Well, there's this whole thing now, man, where I don't know, man. I feel like we're in the dark ages of comics, you know?
We are. But remember,
everyone says it's Iron Age.
Right. But that also means that there's
dark ages. The dark
for sure. For sure. But then you had the Enlightenment and the Restoration.
Yeah.
Right? So hopefully we'll be part of that. Right now, though, things are about as bad as they can be for comics.
I'd say it wasn't always the dark age. Like I figure that like the whole breakdown of Comicsgate and also just the way the industry is, it's a shell of its former self, and the way the economy is, everything's fucked. I'm sorry to be so metal about it, but it just is what it is.
It's just true.
It's definitely you'll see me rocking that a lot more now. It's the dark age comics.
Yeah,
but there's stories though that were told, very very few. Just like now, there's comics there, very few are getting backed, and some of them, they made it through the dark ages. So get out there and back these books, of
absolutely,
dark age of comics.
Because everybody deserves a shot. That's all I ever really honestly felt, I don't know, entitled to. It's just a shot. Right? And if I fall flat on my ass, if I got knocked out on the first round, I can accept that. But give me my fucking shot.
Like right here, we got Michael Bancroft's Lucent books. This guy's a pillar in the community.
Oh my God. Has gotten
dark age of comics.
Many books funded.
And
he's got so many campaigns.
He's a king. And
for Sheezy.
You guys come check out his books on here. Of Lucent, beautifully illustrated, excellently written, and he's got the first 2 books up on here with the scores of different things you guys could check out. So I'll put the link in the chat right there. Got to have him back on the show and someday.
Yeah, Michael's the shit.
I bumped into him in a chat earlier today.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to him in a minute, though.
Another person that's got somebody that's trying to destroy his life.
Yeah. So go in there and pick up some Lucent books.
Yeah, for sure.
They're awesome.
The thing is, it's not like back these creators to help them out or because they're being victimized by
back them because
these motherfuckers,
they're
right?
fucking awesome. You know what I mean?
Because they're good. Because they're
good.
really fucking good.
They're worth your time, you know. And
they're quality books. They're not.
It's a different world, you know. Like now, they're
like,
quality books, and it's a different world. Like there's not a mainstream with a host of all these awesome books coming out. You know,
they're making
really
fucking
isn't.
like scratch and sniff fucking Harley Quinn fart comics and fucking soft serve
and butt comics. You're gonna give that to your kids, you know?
Exactly, dude. Fucking mutant power is to have fucking ice cream come out of her asshole, like literally.
Yeah. And they're greasing up like Nightwing, like Bruce's you know, first Robin, you know, Dick Grayson, you know, like
is he rocking cocks now?
Dude, he's like, and just what they did to Jason Todd, or what they did to Tim Drake. You know, I liked all the Robins, man. Like they
sure.
You know, it's just like, you know, he wakes up one day, I think I'm gonna start sucking some dick now. So you're telling me that's okay? I could like let my kid read that? You're telling me that's okay for my kid? Like, fuck you, man. Like the more I think about it, the more enraged I get, you know? And that's why I agree with a lot of people that like the industry needs to fail. It needs to burn and it needs to cull and needs to come back. At least they need to fire everybody and bring in some new heads and make comics great again. You know what I mean? It's fucking ridiculous.
Our only hope, I really believe this, our only hope is if you get somebody like Mark Millar to buy DC Comics.
Yeah, man. And like what the whole thing he's doing with Narwhal now. And I was trying, I tried to put that book's not available. Like, I don't know. Let me know about your LCS, but I couldn't. I tried to put that on my poll. It's only 3 issues. And I also tried to put the new Solomon Kane on my poll, and he's like, no, couldn't do it yet. So it's not populating in their system.
And here's the thing. Pear, our buddy Narwhal, is getting pizzade.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely,
he's getting paid much better than if he were working for Marvel or DC, because Mark Millar is a man of honor and not a greedy motherfucker with a hole in his soul.
You know what got me into Mark Millar was his Ultimates, and my buddy Miguel my buddy Miguel was a big fan of his, and
my god,
he got me into he's like, read Ultimates. I'm like, yeah, this shit's pretty dope, you know. And then I heard about Nemesis, and then I had seen it in a comic store. Nobody like I got the trade. I got the hardcover for like $5. You know, I also picked up Holy Terror for $5 hardback. Nobody wanted that. Which I like.
That was
a
great one.
I like both of them. I liked Holy Terror. I'm sorry. Well, yeah, I like that. But I mean, I liked Nemesis. I thought that was fucking awesome. It was out there.
I haven't read that yet.
Nemesis, fucking dope.
Starlight's really good.
Then the dude, well, I mean, I was just like, man, I want more Nemesis. Like, and I I don't really promote liking villain stuff that too much. Like in recent years, or at least in the past year, I've been like, you know, we need to get away from that. We need to bring the heroes back. But he reading that, it was so cool, and then he brought back Nemesis and a lot of these new characters, you know, in the same. So,
well, I mean, here's the thing about Millar as a writer. He's like John Borman, right? Like John Borman, that's a guy that made Deliverance, Point Blank. Guy will make the Emerald Jungle. A guy who can make straightforward movies, right? Really good, solid ones. The General, that's another one. But then he has like this side to him that makes fucking Zardoz and Exorcist 2, The Heretic, right? Mm-hmm. And I always find it interesting when you have artists that have different personalities or styles that they indulge, right? Mm-hmm. And that's the thing about Millar, is he has that side.
Miller.
Miller.
You have to say it like that. Yeah. It's Miller, right? But you have to say it in a in the accent. Miller.
Yes.
Then it's perfect if you say it like that.
Right. Yeah. But then he has like this side to him that's like sociopathic. Like this is a guy that's very much at peace with his dark side, right?
Yeah.
The shadow self, as Jung called it, right? And so he writes sometimes just from his shadow self. And that's like what gives you Wanted and Kick-Ass. And Nemesis, I hear, is great, although I haven't read that yet.
My favorite book, though, what I was going to say was Superior, and I think that is
I
the
haven't read that
greatest. Like,
either.
it was like the greatest like thing I've seen with a superhero, like just like a Superman-esque type character, in a long time, And what I like what he does is, and it's something that I've tried to do myself, is he takes the obvious shit that you don't think of that anybody could think of and says, motherfucker, and does it.
Yep. Yep.
My buddy Miguel, though, he told me one thing about Millar. He said, "There's one thing about Millar I got to tell you. He writes comic books for people that don't know or do not like comic books, so they could pick them up and read it and be like, oh fuck, I like this shit." And
Right.
I totally understood that when he
Yeah.
gave me Ultimates to read,
Yep.
and I like what he did with Thor and Gray Hulk in there. I thought it was funny.
Man, the
I thought
Thor.
that Samuel L. Jackson was pretty spot on. I prefer the old school Nick Fury to him, but
Of course.
it was spot on. But then I read
well, I mean, you know why he
Superior. I love that shit, dude. That shit was fucking dope. I don't want to spoil it, but read Superior. It's got Lionel Yu does the artwork for it. But yeah, it was like a better version. It was a darker, better version of Shazam for me. That's what I got out of it.
Yeah, I mean it's on my list. American Jesus was also a really good one that he did.
But what he's doing with Narwhal, that's our shit. You know what I mean?
Yes, that's our boy. Yes, yes.
That's like something like we would write, or kind of come up with,
Super fucking happy for him because he was kind of feeling bummed out, because he was one of the Dungeoneers, and was kind of like in a negative headspace, and then fucking this just drops right in his fucking lap. I mean,
no, and he deserves it, and
he does.
Like they say, he's got his own style. He's a great guy. Never fucking did anything wrong to nobody.
No, he just wants to make comics.
Yeah, and great storyteller. I still got to pick up a lot of his books. I got his Nosferatu. That shit was dope, and I liked his design.
Was really good.
Oh, okay. I don't think he did the art on that one though.
No, he did.
But he definitely wrote it.
Yes,
check that one out.
That's very good.
I think there was another one, Fear Agent. And he's been doing a bunch of stuff with your boy Zach too. They got their own line, Narzac. I haven't read all their stuff yet, but I'm definitely gonna pick this one up. The Vatican City. I think it's brilliant, and it's funny because it's the perfect time to drop it because the at least the information about the vault that's been opened up down there with all the secrets is coming out. Now I don't know if they recently opened it up or if it's been opened up for like a year or two, but it's definitely relevant more now. I'm seeing it pop up all over the place, and then that dropped, and I was like, oh shit, dude, this is crazy because this is coming out and there's that, But what's fucking nuts is it's like, how many miles is Vatican City? It's like square miles. I think it's like 20 or something like that. So it's gonna be fucking crazy, like what he does with that. Like that's a total. To me, that's like when I hear about that, I'm like, dude, I want to see that in a movie, bro. One of the covers has a Netflix logo on the bottom of it, so I don't know if they're gonna do that. But dude, it gave me the old school feels of From Dusk Till Dawn, the old one, And,
right.
Hadn't gotten that with like for vampire concept in a while, whether it be film, video, or video game. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I mean, Millar is a genius. If somebody if he and or Robert Kirkman were to buy DC Comics, they could turn it around. I honestly believe that they could. I honestly believe that they're certainly
a lot of work though.
Is a visionary.
It's a lot of work though. Like if you, oh my god, like if you just see how many fucking books they got to publish a month, and like imagine having to edit all that shit when it's just like a real.
You hire the right
people.
It's a
big job. It's a big job. Like there's just so many books that come out. Like 50 books a month per line or more. Imagine like they're having to go check. Like imagine if Miller has to look at every fucking book that comes through. It's a lot of work, And
he wouldn't have to look at every book if he hires the right people.
I think you would want to look at every book though. I would.
Yeah, maybe.
If I did it, I would see every fucking book that came through. You know what I mean? Like, okay. I wouldn't read every book though. There's no fucking time. How are you going to read every book? I would definitely be looking through the pages and looking at all the artwork. That's definitely going to fucking happen. So I would be like,
sure.
Okay, all right. Sorry guys, put that back, And and I'd have stupid little checklists for like 75% of the line. You know what I mean? Like there better be like some action in this book. If there's not a fight scene, there better be a fucking car chase or something cool or a big pivotal moment. I want everyone reading this book, let me know. I want like, breakdowns on each one of the books, like what's going on,
And if it's a monster comic, the monster has to be on page 3 and definitely not like making his first appearance on the very last page, which is what they always do now.
Yeah, no, and I would there would be like I would have a formula, but I would break it a lot. But there would just be kind of like I would have certain check boxes. Like I just told you, there's got to be action in every fucking book, unless I'm writing slice of life, and we ain't writing slice of life in these fucking American comic books. We're writing pulpy shit. You know what I mean? They're pulps. They're pulps. You need that pulp energy, dude. I'm sorry, that big pulp energy.
But the thing is you also want to make comics for everybody, right? You want to make dope crime comics, right?
Yeah.
Like
I would have
killing it right now.
Yeah, I would have I would have an adult line probably.
Yeah.
And I would have but most of it would be all ages. I would really be trying to bring the kids in, man.
Oh, for sure.
And I would not be like I would nerf it up, but like I would just try to imagine what I want to read and what I should have been reading at that time. Because when I was I could read whatever the fuck I wanted as a kid,
Yeah, me too.
But
that would definitely heavy metal as a kid.
Yeah, I mean we all had that stuff, you know what I mean? But it's like and now these kids, I mean, they got the internet, they can see everything on there by accident, even just stuff pops up on their phone, if you give it to them or their iPad. But yeah, I would totally I don't know. It would be hard though, but I would that's what I would do. That'd be a hard job. That'd be a real hard job. Would you do it, Brian? Would you run DC like comics, like publishing and Marvel or either or?
It would probably give me a fucking heart attack, but here's the thing.
I think it would. I would do it though.
Having
but I would do it.
Having actually run something before, which was my fucking depression bipolar support group.
Yeah.
You learn one major thing that comes in handy, and that is delegate.
Oh yeah. Fuck yeah. Like just like Trump, you got to surround yourself by great people. Just like if I was a director, I would be like, this is my vision. I mean, it's not, you really can't compare running Marvel or DC to being a director, but
but you can have it. But
you have the people that you need to trust,
right?
But like I said, I would thumb through every book. It wouldn't be hard to thumb through 60 books. It'd be annoying after a while, no matter how fucking
that's what editors are for.
Annoying, right?
That's what editors are for.
But I would just be like, I mean, how long does it take to thumb through a book and just go, all right, boom, I could do all that on a Monday morning. I could do 60 books. Probably.
I'll tell you one thing.
3 hours.
I'll tell you one thing. You wouldn't have fucking, a new X-Man, as have her power being that she can fucking poop ice cream.
Brian, and I'm not even talking about editing. I'm just talking about thumbing through the book, the panels. Just looking at what's going on in there.
Quality control, yeah.
Yeah, I would just do quality control. That's all I would do, and I would just be like, all right, cool, shoot, and then I would kind of sit in on like, okay, what's your, and yeah, and that's the type of job you'd have to take home with you. Like I would be working all the time. Like I would not put that fucking job down. I'd be
but here's the thing:
every fucking like day and night.
Yeah.
It would. That'd be the only way.
Fun. That's the thing.
It'd be fun, but I'd have to control it.
Job.
I'd have to control it. Well, I mean, it's just. I feel like I'd be like the responsibility of a whole generations.
Well, that's the thing, man. The people that are in charge now are cultural vandals.
Yeah.
It's not that they don't give a fuck. It's that they want to burn it down.
No, I know. They want to burn it down. They want to send a message, and they want to. It's all about politics, and they don't give a fuck, and that's most of them. And then the ones that can do a good job, like Jason Aaron, he's cucked and fucking he's bought and sold. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's over. Getting fucking pegged. Absolutely. Yeah. It drives me crazy because the guy's so talented. He's such a good writer. But I mean, he's just bends right over and just fucking takes it up the fucking Hershey Highway.
Yeah.
Spineless.
And it's just like that media just drives it drives the way we think, society, and the youth.
Yes, it has an effect.
So if you have these strong heroic characters, you know what I mean? These kind of conservative, do good characters sometimes, these Boy Scouts, it's a good fucking thing. You don't have to, and there's a way you could do it. You don't have to do it like, there's a fucking way you could do it right and modern and make it good. They're not doing it, you know. And
No,
you could
they're
have your
not. No,
badass.
they're not.
You could have your Wolverine. I was gonna tell you earlier, dude. I got the shirt for $10, bro. Look at this.
Did you really?
Barry Windsor Smith.
Oh, hell yeah.
$10, bro. Like I've never, and I was at I got it at GameStop.
Sweet.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, and that was one of the books I almost asked for Christmas. I was telling my wife, man, there was this the iconic image of Wolverine just standing there like that with all the shit plugged into him. You know what I mean? Where he's got the reason to tank. You know, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I've got those issues.
The cover, and that was the first image I ever seen of Wolverine. You know, and I was just like, dude, what the fuck, that guy is badass. That's so cool. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And such a good book, you know. And I read it a while ago, but I want to pick it up again, man. And just what he did with Conan and Wolverine was just, oh man.
Oh, he just grew. That's the thing. It's like you look at his Conan stuff, and you can see that this is an artist that's still kind of figuring out how to make comics. And then when you get to the Weapon X shit, then you're like, oh, now you got a virtuoso.
Yeah, and it's definitely like cyberpunk 80s and all the veins and all the
wires and shit.
Wires. Dude, I came up with two new IPs in the last month. I don't know if it's because I'm taking vitamin. I just started taking vitamins now.
Good.
I never took them. So, and I'm like, damn, this is pretty dope. Like if I would give this to Christ Scout, he could fuck this up. You know, he fucked with this. Like he's like, dude,
man,
this is pretty cool.
I smoke too much weed. Cool. That's my problem.
Like this is a pretty cool one shot. Like, you know, because when I see things cinematically in my head. You know, like, oh, this would be a cool, like, you know, Doc Sane or Coen Brothers movie, or Cronenberg movie, you know, or I don't know, something like that. And
the thing is, once my shit starts coming out next year, once my books are actually getting in people's hands, that's when I'm gonna have that creative fire lit under my ass.
There's a lot of people that are working on stuff right now that it's just they're gonna have a lot of work, you know.
Yeah, but here's the thing. It's like what people have asked me. It's like, okay, you've been doing this for like 10 plus years. Like, what would your advice be to like other indie creators? I'm just like, don't get into it for the money, because there ain't any. There just isn't any.
No, you have to get
Make
into
sure you love it.
So this is life. Life is fucked up and evil and metal as fuck.
Yep.
It's made up of moments that are with you that are great with your friends and your family. Other than that, it fucking sucks. And then there's a couple moments of endorphin hits that you have fun. That is life. Okay. And if you're lucky, you can have kids. All right. And that's it. That's all you got. So for me, I know it's very robotic and fucked up and soulless.
No.
But I feel that's kind of what life is, you know? It's the moments, those little pockets of time that you have with your friends and family. And then again, the endorphin.
Joy. And the thing,
and it's
that
brutal.
And also
you know, it's a brutal slog.
Yeah. No, I mean, you know me, dude. I'm a very peace and love Christian kind of a guy. I believe that we were put on this earth to love each other, right?
Yeah.
He commanded us to love each other, right? It's not supposed to be fucking optional.
Yeah.
But yeah, we need. We're human beings. We're social creatures. We need each other. And
100%.
You know, and we need good art, right? And we need good food and all that shit, and just the things that human beings just basically need to not just survive, but fucking thrive. And yeah, you know, these are, you know, tough, very tough times, but there've been tougher times before, you know?
Oh yeah. No, I mean,
imagine being in fucking Stalingrad.
No, I love it, man. Like I'm already planning out the next year, and I'm already looking forward over the next 10 years. Like, what do I want to do? I'm looking into the next decade, dude. Like, what do you want to do? You know,
dude, long
for
game.
me, I want a body of work, bro. That's what I really want.
Me too.
I want a body of work over the next 10 years. That's like my goal, you know?
Dude,
so as far as like traditional art or digital art, I'm kind of like tiptoeing like what I want to do. You know what I mean? Right now, I want to do some traditional stuff, you know? But as far as like body of work, I think if I was to move into digital, I could get a lot more work done, you know? So.
Well, it's just a tool, dude. That's all it is. It's just another tool.
It's a tool, but you can get a lot more work done. It just speeds up the process a lot, you know? And
like a word processor.
Yeah, and I just want to like tell more stories, you know, and there's just a lot of shortcuts, dude, with digital that you could do, you know, and like there's certain ways you can make it look good. There's a few artists out there that could really do a good job with it, you know.
Oh, dude, if you want to go that path, do not fucking apologize to yourself or anybody else, because like I said, it's just a fucking tool.
Yeah, and most people do that anyway. Like it's just
not AI.
No.
AI is not a tool. Do you know what I'm saying?
It doesn't bother me at all. For me, it was just like, oh, But I'm just thinking, I've been thinking about that a little bit, lately. But I did it before, and I don't know. It's just trying to find
a lot of people work in digital.
The organic, the organic feel to it, like just feeling that scratch on the screen. It's not the same as the scratch of a pencil to paper. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you're not going to know until you try it too. It's like with writing. I remember when I started writing on a fucking typewriter. One of the ribbon ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
And some people, some famous authors, never went to using a typewriter because they need that tack 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 tack.
Yeah,
right.
They
you need that sound of the keys and everything, and I get that. I understand that, but holy shit! Once I got a word processor, it made everything so much fucking easier, right? I mean, like, really, do I really need to write this character's name over and over in the script? I can't just fucking cut and paste.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, like, you just see like the edits. I mean, like all the edits you could do. I need to like fix his head. For me, I have to go back and I've got to erase it. I got to not draw so dark because it's going to leave marks on the paper. Then I got to go back and then I got to erase it in Photoshop. And there's just all these like little tweaks you got to do. It's 100 times, like, it's just really a lot faster,
Dude,
and then
give it a try. And well, what do you have to lose, right? And there's no rule that says you can't do both.
No, I know, but I mean, I'm probably not going to do it probably for a couple years, probably for like 2 years or so. But it's just like I've been thinking about it just to kind of speed up the process a little bit because I want to.
Yeah, and
I don't want to do it, but I feel like there's too many stories that I want to tell.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, I am so fucking backlogged. I have a big fucking list of fucking IPs I'm ready to fucking drop once I have the fucking opportunity, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to see how the new 6-gun does once because obviously I'm going to do a fucking Kickstarter once the book is in my fucking hands and I can start shipping it out to people. Then Blood Moon Stomp is going to be coming out,
Yeah.
The joint.
Can't wait for that.
Yeah, my first horror comic, which I hope I didn't fuck up.
No, man, you just keep putting them out. You know what I mean? That's what I want to do.
And then
I've
written at least like I've written Hell Knight for Preston, written Night Devils for Preston. So hopefully I'm gonna have a whole bunch of shit coming out in the next year. And we'll see, man. We'll see. The dream is to be able to do this for a living, right?
Yeah,
and
like for me to do that, I'd have to probably go digital.
Dude, no reason not to fuck with it. Don't let fucking Preston like make you think like, oh, how dare you traitor.
Oh no,
it's
not
go
that.
Digital.
It's just that I feel that like I can't. I feel that I don't have enough time in this world to do all the stories I want to do. I have at least 12 stories I want to tell, and some of those might span into multiple books. I can't, and I can't do it traditionally. It's impossible. You know what I mean? And it has nothing to do with stuff I'm working on with you and possibly other people.
Oh, dude, if you want to do the Puritanian and fucking digital, I wouldn't.
Oh
care.
no,
like I said, it's just a tool.
The first one, I'm not going to, but maybe more like later down the road.
Yeah, dude, seriously, I would start fucking with it now, and just to get a feel.
Yeah, I got to get some more tech. I need to get more tech. If I had more tech too, I'd be changing a lot of the things that I have. But right now, I'm kind of limited on what I could put.
Yeah,
out,
no, I hear you. But the good thing is that the technology is getting cheaper and more accessible.
Oh yeah, that's a good thing. Yep. You should see like they have like, oh man, yeah, where it's actual like notebooks, like notepads where they're just drawing on. They're so flat now, But the Cintiqs are crazy, But yeah, that's the main thing, dude. Is just being able to. Do I want to have like these like a few really rich, detailed traditional stories in the die, or do I want to have like a
big body of work?
A big body of work. So like that's kind of how it is, trying to find that medium,
Yeah, for sure, man. Fushizi. There's no reason why you can't start being more productive. Main thing is for you is just time, right? Because you're a working man, you're a family man, and all that shit, and you got to have time for goofing off and watching fucking fucked up horror movies and listening to.
I'm about to do some of that tonight. That one that you sent me, it's on Prime. Check that out. What's the movie what's the movie we're doing tomorrow on?
Deadly
Horror
Games.
Movie Club. Deadly Games.
Deadly Games, aka Dial Code Santa Claus. Yeah,
and we did another Deadly Night, Silent Night last year, or what was it? Violent. I forgot the one. Maybe even 2 years ago that we did it. With the
man! Well, we did Black Christmas. We did both Black Christmases. Yeah. And shit, I really, 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 I'm just dying to do fucking woke Black Christmas.
It's just not populating.
You need to fucking see that piece of shit, dude.
It was when it came out. Because the thing is that when things come out, they have it readily available for you, and then for a few months, and they start doing the homie hop, where they throw it on one streaming service, then they throw it on another streaming service. So all the homies get to hit it, and then you're trying to find the.
That's a funny way of looking at it.
You're trying to find the it's the new and improved homie hop So I don't know where that one's at right now.
Look, eventually one of these days, that piece of shit is going to be on fucking Tubi or, a Peacock or some shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm telling you, man, that movie is so hilariously fucking bad.
Have you heard of that?
Woke Black Christmas.
That new movie by Soderbergh? That's
Steven Soderbergh?
Yeah, dude, the new horror movie. It's like Presence, I think. Where the whole movie is from the perspective of the ghost. The whole movie.
I haven't. I have not even heard of this. I'm gonna have to look up the.
Dude, brother, man, check it out. It's just when Soderbergh usually does heist movies and spy shit and the one with Gina Carano.
Genres. He's done science fiction.
Was it Ocean's 11? He did the Ocean's movies. He's got another one with Fassbender and Blanchett coming out, Black Box, I think, or something.
Yeah,
but he's also doing that one too. That Presence looks like it might be his. It might be the movie that kind of. Well, I don't know. I think it's Soderbergh.
Even bigger than he is.
Well, not. I mean, he is kind of big already from Clooney and Pitt. From the Ocean's movies, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, I remember when his first movie came out. It was Sex, Lies, and Videotape, and it was famous because it got it blew up at the Sundance Film Festival when that was still an indie film festival, and which it's not anymore.
No.
And I'm trying to remember what that movie was shot on, but it was made for on a shoestring, and it got these great reviews, and it was a very good movie. It was just a drama, and he blew up from there. And then he had the sophomore slump with Kafka. He had a big budget for that one, and it was just a piece of shit, unfortunately. But I mean, I would like to love a bunch of movies that he's done.
Yeah, he's very he gets the job done,
For sure,
sometimes.
For sure. Him doing a horror movie, I would watch that shit. The one that you really need to fucking see, and we'll definitely fucking rock the trailer for that tomorrow, is Deus Irae. Holy fucking shit. The most gangster ass exorcist you have ever fucking seen in your life. Where they're we're gonna get down and dirty with the fucking demons. When they go into battle, they're going to battle like one of them is fucking swigging room temperature gin from a holy water a flask, and another one of them is smoking a joint that's rolled out of a page from the Bible. She's using the Bible for rolling papers. It's a way of telling the demons, we give zero fucks. We will fuck you up and we will fucking destroy you, and we don't care if we go to hell in the process. The most zero fuck giving exorcists you have ever met in your life. Fucking awesome.
That sounds dope, man. I can't wait to hear it. I know my wife's
really good. And then it throws in some Lovecraft. And you're just Where the fuck
Eldritch.
where did the Lovecraft come from? So it kind of takes like the Catholic mythology and marries it to the Lovecraft mythology. So it's like sort of blending the two and making them exist in the same universe, which is interesting because the Lovecraft universe is a profoundly atheist universe, right? There's no God in Lovecraft's world.
It's so like he's just so absent in there, so godless.
Well, I mean, he was an atheist, right? But that's also he saw that as something that to inspire terror, right? The idea that oh my god, maybe we are just these fucking specks of insignificant specks of dust, right?
Under the atoms in the giant's toenail, right, or fingernail.
Yeah. So you shit like that. So it's interesting that, it's like one of the demons that they're exorcising. You know how you get the demon, in the chokehold is you get the demon to give you his or her name. And the name of one demon is Yog-Sothoth. He's like the guardian of the gates between dimensions, right? Like Yog-Sothoth is the god that is summoned in the Dunwich Horror. And is the father of Wilbur Whateley and his monstrous brother. Yeah, if you've never read the Dunwich Horror, man, it's fucking dope.
No, I've never read it. I got to check it out.
Well, we were gonna get a movie by Richard Stanley, who made the best Lovecraft movie ever, Color Out of Space, and then he got canceled. So yeah, no Dunwich Horror. No dope Dunwich Horror movie for us.
Horrible.
Yep. Hey, cancel culture, dude.
Cancel culture
it's given us so many great things. It's been so great for the arts.
Well, shoot, man. I'm probably gonna save this this little video for next week. I think it'll be pretty cool. A cool little treat for next week. I don't want to spoil it. But I'm probably going to wrap it up right now. I'm going to go watch that movie you're talking about.
Oh, yeah. All right, dude. Hey, thank you so much for having me, bro. And I'll see you tomorrow. And enjoy that movie. I'm telling you, it's really good. It's like a fucked up hybrid. And when you're watching it, remember that the little boy Thomas, 9-year-old, he's the director's son.
Oh, for sure. Okay, that's even spookier.
All right, dude. Thank you so much for having me, bro.
Hang out for
I'll talk to you tomorrow.
A couple seconds after the show. About to end it. Oh, okay. Well, thanks everybody for watching. Have a Merry Christmas, and I'll see you next week. Always remember to be bold, be brave, and roll the bone, snowy roll. See you guys next time.